Hey folks, it's Robert here. Just wanted to shoot you a short video here regarding my blog post today. Today is Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all of you. To some of us, it's actually Independence Day. For those of us that are entrepreneurs that decided to take a different path than labor and being an employee and working for someone else, today is Independence Day because we truly have the ability to do what we want when we want to, and with whom we want, as much as we want to. Um, and that's a cool thing. It's the American way. It's the land of opportunity, and it's available to everyone here in America. Now, when I say that it's available to everyone, I mean everyone. For those of you that have been working hard and you've got weathered hands, we appreciate you. Um, but at the same token, you also have the ability to be a CEO, you have the ability to be an entrepreneur, and you have the ability to make as much money as you possibly want, um, if that's what you want. Now, the reason why I've created this post today is because I saw um, some Facebook posts today on my news feed, and a few of them just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, not in a super offensive way, but just in more of in a mindset way that I wanted to just bring a little bit of awareness to this issue. It was it's a picture that you see below of these hands, old hands, weathered hands, and it just says Happy Labor Day. But the caption to it was the hands that make this world go around, not the hands of some CEO heading to the country club. So this post basically is a segregation post of it's us against them. That's the way that I kind of read this. Like us as entrepreneurs, CEOs of our own business, that we don't deserve through all of our hard sweat, blood, tears, financial risk, that we don't deserve to have something nice like going to a country club and golfing at a nice resort or a resort style setting or whatnot. Just like you earn money through a decision that you accepted and made, you're able to go out and buy a Harley. You're able to go out and buy a boat or go on a vacation when time permits. There's all these different things that your money allows you to do based on your decision. Your decision. Just like a CEO, he had to put in his blood, sweat, and tears to be able to make his wages. Now I understand where it comes from because a CEO is independent. They leverage employees to help them run the business at a wholesale rate, and then the employees sold at a retail rate, and then the profits are made, and those profits go to the business owner. And that's his right. 100% his right. It's also the right of the employee to say, I'm done with that. I'm sick and tired of that. I want to be the CEO. I want nice things. And I want to put my own skin in the game. I want to put my own risk out there. I want to put my own blood, sweat, and tears and do the same thing. And as an American, you have the right to do so. And if you choose not to do so, that's your own choice. And you need to live with your own choices. It was the CEO's choice to do what he did in order to have what he has, and it's the employee's choice to do what they've done to have what they have. So, with that said, when we're looking at, I just wanted to touch on the fact that as Americans, we all are proud to claim to be living in the land of the free, the land of the opportunity. But is every American truly exercising their rights of exactly what they're proud of, without judging those that have more abundance because what? They earned it, because they put the time and the blood, sweat, and the tears to it, or complaining about having to go back to work after a weekend, a holiday, or a vacation. I mean, if you became an employee, you accepted the terms of what it took in order to have that job. That includes the salary, the benefit package, and the vacation and the time off, right? Um, or let's say number three, free of the they're just lucky attitude or the woe is me attitude. Oh my gosh, I have to go back to work or I'm only making 15, 20, $25 an hour and my benefit package isn't as good as my buddy's benefit package. Let's talk about benefits just real quick. Benefits were not supposed to be a government entitlement. Benefits from an employer they were the word is not invented. It is they were put out there. They were offered as enticement for you to come work for them. Okay, so if you didn't like the benefit package and you didn't like the salary, you have every right to quit and leave and go somewhere else. It's your American right. It's your American right to go start a business, becoming an entrepreneur and a CEO. That is your right. If you're not happy with the amount of vacation time that you get, it's your right to quit and create whatever it is that you want. Nobody's holding a gun to your head saying this is that you have to do this. We all come out of the womb with the same opportunities, right? Most, I shouldn't say most, but there are many stories, a lot of them, of entrepreneurs that have lost everything and they didn't quit. They went back and they tried again and they lost everything again and they tried again and then they were successful at it. And then you have those that are playing it safe that go out there and they get a job and then they're resentful to the person that doesn't know the path that the others walk to get there. And they're quick to judge with those that have abundance. They may not, those entrepreneurs may have never had that abundance to start with, but they wanted it and they went out and got it because that's their American right. It's their American ability that we have to exercise in this land of opportunity. We all have the same opportunities to go do it. We all may start in a different spot, but we're on the same playing field. We all have the same 24 hours that everybody else does. So with that all said, it's a little bit of a rant there, but the thing is that I'm not better than anybody else, and there's nobody else that's better than I am. I chose a career path of being an entrepreneur after I used to be a laborer. I did not want to work for someone else telling me when I could go take a piss. I don't want to work for somebody that told me how many vacation days I could have. I don't want someone to tell me what my income was going to be. I wanted to have an uncapped ceiling on my income. So I changed. I decided. I looked in the mirror and said, no matter what it takes, this is where I'm going to go. And I didn't play it safe. And that doesn't make me lucky. That means that I worked my ass off. And my hands may not be weathered like the picture that you see below. But I've worked in a factory. I know what it's like. I've worked in the office and I also know what it's like. It's not any different except for the fact that one gets a little dirtier and a little more roughed up than the other. If you're an employee, you're an employee, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with going after being the boss. There's absolutely nothing wrong with providing jobs and opportunities so you can have those. And then they hear people bitch about the other side of it, the other side of the coin. Well, if you don't like it, quit. Go somewhere else. There's always going to be someone else that wants to play it safe that'll be glad to have your job. So, I guess I'm getting a little heated up about it right now, but we're all the same. We all play a role in this economy. Somebody's got to take the risk in order to create a job to offer you to work for. So if we start to make it, we might be making up for lost time, for all the years that we went without making any money. And so if we want to be able to treat ourselves to a country club and we want to be able to treat ourselves to nice things because we worked hard to do it, and the tipping point happened where we have to work less, you have the same opportunity. You just have to decide to go after it. So happy Independence Day to all the entrepreneurs out there. Happy Labor Day to all the people out there that have to go back to work tomorrow. And every single one of you in my book are on equal ground. You're all appreciated. We all have a role to play. It's very important that we know this, and as soon as we identify with that, then those that don't have what they want might be able to go, and this might be the thing that boosts you to get off your ass and do something different than what you're doing now to be able to get what you want. And not to be resentful towards the CEO who's making more than you and doing more than you and having nicer things than you, because you can have them too. And I don't have everything that I want in this world, not at this point. I have what I need, but I have goals, and I know that a job is not going to get me there. I know that a job is not going to get the type of things that I want, and it's not going to get me the type of memories that I want to create with my kids. And so I'm going to stick with this decision that I have, whether I fall flat on my face or whether I'm highly successful. But we're all one. We're all friends. We're all brothers. We're all in this together, regardless of whether you work in a factory or whether you own the factory or whether you're a doctor, which is an entrepreneur, by the way, because he has to create his own stuff, or whether you're a dental hygienist, right, working for the dentist. So if you don't want to be the dental hygienist, become the dentist and open up your own. And then you can call the shots. It's really common sense, guys. We live in the land of opportunity. America's great. We have troops fighting for it. So exercise your rights today. All right? You guys all have a great Labor Day. Eat some great barbecue, some apple pie, and be proud of America. Until next time.